No, we are actually going to, one day, we are going to sit down and we are going to have a real, honest conversation about some women's behaviour.
What kind of weirdos have got a problem with that?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I will tell you.
I know who had a problem with it. People who can't read.
My next stat that I'm getting is going straight in my bank. I'm sorry. It's just going in my bank this time.
I don't even know what that is. It's like a 0.2.
Yeah.
It's like, you get me? It's so close to a 0. It's unreal.
Yeah. I think what may need to happen though with AJ this time is that maybe AJ may need to hear that he might not do it.
Like on the situation in Palestine. He's talking like, because you've come to me, you're obviously talking, so why don't you come on? And
so now talk. Now he's got no chat now.
Just like, it is like like there's like obviously work stuff and all
that.
Right,
yeah, see it there? See, this is the thing.
It requires bravery. It does.
It definitely
does, to be fair.
Yeah, it definitely does. But this is the thing. Everyone feels like they've got the most amount to say. But until there's a microphone and a camera in front of them.
And they can be held accountable by thousands of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what? On the flip side to it though, I don't like the fact that it seems like everybody's muzzled.
What do you mean?
By certain situations and by people are scared to say what they believe. Trust me, I'd be here talking it if I was knowledgeable enough about it, but I'll only speak it from quite a surface level post the year 2000. I don't understand all the history behind it, but I feel like people have to be brave and...
Well, can I be honest and say the reason why there's people that are scared to talk about it is because some people are scared to say something that could be seen as anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
And if you are seen to say something anti-Semitic, people will feel as though they are going to be held accountable in a mad way.
And if you've got something to lose, it will get lost.
Then it's going to fuck you.
However, I personally think there's a difference. Somebody can correct me if they think I'm wrong. I think there's definitely a difference between anti-Semitic and pro-Palestine.
Definitely.
Could be wrong. But
I think so.
No? Yeah?
Yeah. I think there's this is, again, everything that I know is very surface level.
You know what I am? I'm anti-badness.
Yeah, I'm just on a right and wrong thing.
I'm on a like, nobody should be going through the amount of madness that's going on, regardless of who it is.
Right.
Like, I'm pro good.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah, so am I. But obviously, we live in a world where that can't happen. There can't just be pure goodness in it. But I'll tell you one thing that I actually always do, irrespective of this, one thing that I actually always do is that, like, if, let's say David Lammy, tweeted something.
Who's that?
Ainey is a politician, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a politician. Black brother. Say he tweets something, or someone puts up, like, when he was in the House of Commons hitting us with the real thing, and I agree with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll listen to that and I'll be like, yeah, he just said some real shit. But what I will do is, though, I will go in the comments, and hear, because sometimes, obviously, people do chat some shit.
Yeah,
sometimes
but someone's going to be in there
with an opposing argument.
Of course.
And sometimes I want to see the opposing argument to challenge my own thoughts and my own beliefs.
Yeah.
Because I'm on that. Because sometimes, bro, I'll be honest with you, I don't always know what I believe.
Yeah.
Like, I question so much, that I end up going down a dark rabbit hole.
Now, I know what I believe, but I'm open to sensible arguments against what I believe.
Yes.
That's it. It's just simple, innit? And but obviously, this is one of that. Honestly, I know we're not going to talk about this now. We're probably better off bringing in somebody who's way more.
I think next week that's going to happen still.
I personally think that this is a situation that, for whatever reason, is so delicate that people don't want to talk about, can't talk about it.
I think you can talk about it.
No, you can. I know you can.
They just don't. No,
but there's like, you can't argue with people's feelings. Like, a lot of people, we've tried to speak to a couple people and say, would you fancy? And if we was talking about Kim Kardashian, a lot of people be like, yeah, come. But when we're speaking about something like this, it's different. People know 100. You really got to dot your I's, cross your T's with this one.
Well, look at Rihanna. Did you see what happened with Rihanna?
No, I saw she put up a tweet, but the tweet...
This is what happens when you say something Okay, so this goes to what you're saying. Yeah. Some people feel like they can't speak about it.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why some people feel like they can't speak about it is because they don't want to say the wrong thing. They may not know this much about it or whatever it may be. Yeah. But some people will say something, but then it comes out so ignorant to a lot of people that then you are held mad accountable. So yeah, to us, like some people will say, because what it was is she came out and was on a vibe of, yo, like what's happening is really like it hurts my heart to essentially see like these sides sort of killing each other or whatever. Yeah. But she was like, the way that it was written, it was more like it was more like a like you're looking at both sides and you're saying, oh, you know what, like what it shouldn't have to be like this, and like it's bad that this side is doing it and it's wrong that this side is doing it. And a lot of people are like, no, but hold on 1 second, you got this completely wrong. Like essentially what these lot are doing is just fuckery. You don't need to say that like, oh, it's sad that them as like it's to a lot of people it sounded like an all lives matter thing. Like when someone says, oh, like it's really sad that like the police are shooting black people and it's sad that the police are dying.
My heart is breaking with the violence I'm seeing displayed between Israel and Palestine. I can't bear to see it. Innocent Israeli and Palestinian children are hiding in bomb shelters. Over 40 lives are lost in Gaza alone. At least 13 of whom were also innocent children. There needs to be some kind of resolve. We're sadly watching innocent people fall victim. The cycle needs to be broken. What kind of weirdos have got a problem with that?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I will tell you.
I know who had a problem with it. People who can't read. So the grammar, they've messed up the grammar. Right. They think that she's saying innocent. They've just taken innocent Israeli, I'm guessing. But from what I'm reading, it says innocent Israeli and Palestinian children. Like, as in both. I hate
it. Sounds.
But listen, like, just concentrate on the children part here, I think.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I hear
like,
you. I hear that.
Just sometimes, not every day, I want beef with everyone. Sometimes sensible head on and be like, no.
I beg.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, not every day.
It's the children part that you could just focus on, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're looking at it like some people.
Exactly what that's all she's saying though. It's not like we have to focus on it. That's the entirety of what she's saying.
It might have actually just seemed quite different if she had turned it on his head and put innocent Palestinian and Israeli children rather than innocent Israeli and Palestinians. Yeah. I don't know. You see that some
but then isn't
weird.
Isn't it like wouldn't some people say it's like the balance of which obviously each life is a life, innit? Yeah. But if you've got, let's just say hypothetically speaking, let's say 2,000 children died. Let's say 2,000 children died, yeah? But 1,900 of them were of one side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other side was just
no. I hate
some
that.
people are gonna say
that's a different argument. Let's just take her tweet for what her tweet is.
Yeah, I agree.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Can you do that in a situation like this?
No, you should.
Yeah.
Her tweet is she is neither Palestinian nor Israeli.
Yeah.
She is just seeing what she's seeing, and she's more concerned, in my opinion, with the innocent children, regardless of nationality. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, maybe like I feel the same way when it comes to kids. I feel like kids there's such innocence to them that they should never be subject to stuff like that. But in that part of the world, it's just how it's been for quite a long time now. But I think people will find, unless you give your statement to 50 people to read and work out who thinks there's a problem with it, every statement when you're talking about this situation is going to have some level of opposition from someone somewhere, just because.
Yeah.
How many people put up things just saying, like to say like what's happening in Israel and that is pro-Palestine, that everyone's messaged them saying, oh, you shouldn't be saying that.
Right.
It's both sides in terms of like if you say something that looks on paper favorable towards Israel, then you're gonna have like everyone who's pro-Palestinian saying, "Oh, take that down" or whatever it is. But that's why I need somebody who's very educated on it.
Yeah, that's why. And you know what? like this episode today, audio wise is what it is, but visually, this is the whole thing's just going up one time, yeah. But so the next episode after that, I feel like I'll be having that conversation
because we can't really have this conversation without it.
Exactly. We can't. But just to say, I think that for some people, from how it seems to me is that like they're just looking at in their mind what they think is right and what they think is wrong, and that opens up a whole other conversation in itself, because how some people perceive right and how some people perceive wrong is two different things. But if it is, and again, remember I was saying to you before, I'm always trying to find the opposing argument just to see like what is the other side, just so that I know if I choose a side or I say whatever it is that I'm saying, that like I have certain types of evidence to back that up because I've challenged my own beliefs on stuff. But if it is a thing of, there's like land that has been separated for, say I've got a bit of land and you've got a little bit of land, and then all of a sudden now, well, not even a little bit of land, I've got 2 pieces and you've got 2 pieces. And then all of a sudden now you want my piece, and then you've taken all of my piece. Then of course I'm going to be pissed off for you coming and just taking all of my piece. And this is
where you need somebody with
that's
knowledge,
to be able to say, like, why is it that this piece has been taken?
Yeah, because it's not as simple as this is yours and this is mine. It's debated whose it was in the first place. Yeah, but we don't know.
Well, isn't it factual that it was Palestinians before? It was, right?
I don't know.
I'm sure it was, but there's obviously an opposing argument here. This is why I'm like, to me, the naked eye, like I am just in this like a bystander, if you like, and I'm looking at it. But I haven't got all the variables, but I'm looking at it, and this looks to me quite open shut case. But I guarantee it's not that.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? Can I be clear? I know I'm going to have this conversation next week, or whatever. But to be honest with you, I don't particularly just want a one-sided conversation.
I know. I was going to say that.
I don't want that. But that's not going to be able to happen this time. But what I will say is, once I have one, I am trying to have the other. I just want to...
Don't get twisted. You could, like, we in this room are not at war. So, for example, I think you could it might not be easy to do it and get everyone's timings, but you could have the Israeli argument and the Palestinian argument on the same podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
But it would just need to be...
No, the only difficulty is just scheduling. That's all. Yeah. It's not difficult as in like actually sitting down and having it. Just scheduling. It might be
difficult to find people
I need to find
to do it.
Yeah, and also, do you know what it is as well,
It's one thing, we said it before, it's one thing getting someone to come on here and display their views, but also display their views to our audience plus someone who is directly opposing them. That's a lot. Yeah.
Right, and also on top of that, being able to articulate themselves and talk a certain way, because
they're going to feel like they're representing their side,
even in podcasting, or like doing stuff like this. I know, like, this is just how my mind works. There's certain things that make good conversations when you're listening to it, and sometimes it's the small things like just the cadence in the voice and delivery. There's certain people that are so knowledgeable, but you put them in front of a microphone and they deliver it a certain way, but it just is not.
Delivery is everything.
Right.
It's everything.
So it's just that. It's about trying to
do you know what it is? I just want the fact. And I can't even really trust Wikipedia and all of these sources. A lot of this goes way back biblical times as well. So there's a lot to unpack here for this. Way more than we are qualified to even do. Yeah.
Can I just do this though? And I know this might be a tad problematic to some, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not liking the sound of this. No. It's not really, but it isn't. No, this is a surface. This is extremely surface level in which I'm about to say. Yeah. If there is a situation where, say, I own something, and I it's not even just that I own it, but it is a thing where like my family has owned it, and it's also essentially just being passed down to me in some way, shape, or form. Could just be a family house. So my great-great-grandmother lived there, my granddad, my great-grandmother, and so forth and whatnot, Can there be an argument? Can there actually be an argument to say that if it is my place, that like I should just be willing to give up my space?
No. What do you mean?
So,
What do you mean? If it's your space, you should just be willing to give up.
I think that's their argument.
No, what I'm saying is this, yeah. Let me just take all the hypothetical out of it and just be brave, innit? To the naked eye, to me, what it looks like, the information I see and what I've been presented with, it looks like Israel are teething. Yeah? Yeah. Now, there's going to be someone somewhere that messages me and tells me I'm wrong. I'm going to need the evidence. I don't have all the variables. There's a lot of misinformation here, there, and everywhere. Sometimes you see a dodgy video here and there. You know something's not quite legit about it as well. So I'm not even really sure anymore what I'm looking at. But just my gut feeling is that one side is taking the piss and the other.
Yeah. But that's not necessarily, though, from my understanding. It's not a Jew thing. It's an idea thing. So there was like someone who essentially said that this is what they feel needs to happen, and so some people followed that. But that's not a. It's not a.
Well, I don't even. You see this part. That's
where it gets techie.
This is where it gets technical because
the only reason why I say that is because there are Jews that feel exactly the same way. There are Jews that are saying, "Rah, like, you know what? From their understanding, they're not even supposed to have a place until the Almighty comes and does whatever the Almighty does." That's from my reading. You know what?
I'll tell you where there's also a bit of a difference. There'll be a lot of Jews that agree with the Palestinian side. You see it a lot.
That's what I said.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah, that's what I said. I said, yeah, that's like, essentially, that's why I'm saying it's not like, it's not a religious, I don't think it's a religious thing. I think it's an idea that somebody had in like 1934 and he said, and basically this is what needs to happen, and with that now the UK and whoever has come with some type of an agreement, and it's just gone tits
Let's get some real knowledge on, because now we're going down a rabbit hole. We don't know, we're just guessing. Alright, cool.
What's your crypto portfolio looking like right now?
Yeah, got slapped. Luckily
mine looks horrid.
Everyone today is rattled,
brother.
However, this is either one of two things.
Yeah.
The end, or probably the best opportunity you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, more than the second.
And you're
really? Is that how you're feeling?
Oh, that's how I feel. Yeah.
It's one or the other.
How do you feel?
I'm talking macro levels. I'm talking long term.
Yeah.
Long term, I still think this is probably your best shot.
I agree.
Just for context, just for people who don't know, basically, the market has taken, like the crypto market has taken an absolute humongous dip. Yeah. Like, you know, like sometimes you might look and it might say, yeah, this is down 8%, like that's down 10, whatever. Like I was looking at this and it's like 20, certain things are down 30%.
40%. Things are bouncing, but you can't, it's hard to tell if this is dead cat bounces or
I took a screenshot, I'm going to definitely send this to you for you to pull it on the screen. But if you look at this, it just looks mad. It looks mad.
Yeah.
It looks mad. Do you know what though? This does go to like that element of like when rich people and people that have like power and influence manipulate markets and stuff, man. Yeah. You know, you look at Elon, like so much people, me included, like are banking on a man like Elon Musk. Tweeting. Now, he's doing whatever he's doing for his own interest, gassing everyone up, only to be pulling some type of move.
As soon as he started getting involved, this market became kind of hard to read. I'm seeing people putting dough on dog coins, Safe Moon.
There's a coin saying "fuck Elon Musk."
Bro, I heard it was doing well.
Yeah, it was up 300%.
Yeah, this is the thing with like it's been a longish bull run. If I'm totally honest, it's been a while. Like this was a kind of a slow and steady one, and I'm not saying it needed it, but I'm saying this is Everyone likes to think that they can time this right. Let me catch the bottom and get out of the top. No one knows. Even now, today, I'm on the sidelines and I'm thinking, am I potentially missing opportunities, or is it a sod's law thing? As soon as I get back in, it's gonna
Well, this is the funny thing, So imagine, a couple of days ago it dipped, innit? Yeah. So I'm saying to myself, you know what, fuck it, let me buy the dip. Because everyone says that, buy the dip, yeah? But my gut told me, nah, don't even bother buying the dip. When I've gone on the thing today and I'm seeing everything down 40% and 50% and all that type of shit, I'm like, I hear the buying the dip thing, but like, it just keeps dipping.
Yeah.
So then, like, what? Like, when does it? No one knows.
People know. Like,
piss me off, bro.
There's levels. There's support levels here and there.
No, the people that I tell you, the people that know. The people that know are probably the people that can manipulate the market. Like an Elon Musk. Because he knows what he knows his power and his influence when he goes and he does stuff like that.
For everyone else, this is gambling.
Yeah.
No,
so when I see people sitting there.
This is as gambling as it gets.
Yes, I'm telling you.
It's been like,
I don't even know if I got a stomach for this.
Technology now it's gonna was it worldwide adoption? Like everyone's talking about mad stuff, but look, I was here 4 years ago when this happened as well. Yeah, it is. You were
on it earlier.
It was the best con ever. It's the best con. It's the best. Sometimes you're on the good side of it. Sometimes you're on the bad. But you're making money. You're making money, and then it's gone.
Yeah,
it's just gone, and it's flipping exciting.
You have to have the stomach for it, and also on top of that, just invest what you don't mind losing. I mean, for me, I'm at the moment. I know you went balls deep.
No. But
my brethren went balls deep as well.
I was in from a long time ago. So regardless, I'm okay.
I'm up. Don't ever get this twisted.
But still, don't get twisted. And this loss, like, I definitely lost a rose gold protect this week. I'm being serious.
Can I be honest with you?
No. In fact, nah, because they've gone up. But I'm definitely down. I'm definitely down 6 figures this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 figures.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, 6 figures this week. Yeah.
I actually haven't looked at my portfolio. I didn't realise you had that much in. I didn't look at it. You know, I've got see with Binance, I don't not Binance. Coinbase. Yeah. I don't use Coinbase to get coins. Yeah. But what I do is I just have a watch list because it's just easy for me to just
open it
when I go in it and I just have a quick look. Yeah. Binance is bare mathematics, all kinds of shit going on, and crypto. Same thing with crypto.com or like some of the other ones I use. Yeah. So with this, I just have a look. When I saw this, I said I ain't going and having a look. I don't want to see the number. Yep. I don't want to see what my portfolio. I don't want to know. I just don't even want to know. But let me tell you something, Dan. I ain't selling nothing.
No.
You're good for it as well because we're seeing a rise right now. Before our very eyes, I'm just wondering if.
But I'm seeing minus 31, minus 30. Bitcoin's down. What? It's 27 bag now. That was up. It was at 40 bag at one point. It's
mayhem. It's mayhem. It's mayhem. It might be time.
Let me tell you, Dan. I'm going to tell you this now. I'm going to tell you this now. What?
It might be time to just leave the crypto game for me. Like, I saw this last time, and what happens is every time you're like, no, it's going to bounce. It's bouncing right now. It's bouncing. It just does this. And you keep catching your bounce, but it keeps fucking you over.
Yeah.
I just can't tell what this looks like short term, and that's what I care about right now.
My next stack that I'm getting is going straight in my bank. I'm sorry. It's just going in my bank this time. I ain't peeling off nothing. I'm not buying no dips or anything like that. I am literally just leaving it to, and whatever's supposed to happen will happen. My, what do you call it? My trading 212 the stocks are taking a battering as well.
But everything.
I can't. Everything. Like, it's horrid.
Everything.
It's fucking horrid, bro. Everything is down. And do you know what? Everything in my watch list on my 212 is in the red as well. Yeah. Nothing's up.
Only thing on green here for me are stable coins. Only thing that don't move anyway.
Bruv, the only thing I'm seeing, even on my trading 212, like Airbnb's up, but it's up 0.25%.
Yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad.
Like it is really a mad one. I can't even lie to you. But you know what? You just have to have the stomach for it, and also on top of that, you gotta believe in it, I guess. And then this is the thing with me. Do you know what it is? I can't
believing in it. This is what everyone believes in shit when shit's doing well.
Bruv, can I be honest with you? I don't believe in it.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm here for the bag.
I'm here for exactly.
I don't care. Yeah, I couldn't care what Oracle does. What I don't care. Yeah. Just give me peas and let me leave with it.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm on the long-term bag. Like, I don't have to make the bag tomorrow.
Nah, do you know what? I'm not on it no more. Do you know why?
Why?
Well, you remember that bag that I remember when I had 75 rolled that all the way down because I'm like, I don't care long-term.
You went down to like 2 racks.
Went down to like 5 bags. I had to wait 4 years for it to all start flying again. I ain't waiting 4 years again, bro. I'm not waiting that long again. It's just impossible. So this time I'm leaving with the bag, and then as we approach the next bull run, I'll go back in with whatever I got around me. That's it.
And you know, another thing that really pisses me off with that, yeah, even with the bull run, it's like, as the bull run's happening, people will make you feel as though, it's too late. Like, you should have I got in here, there. Oh yeah, it's the bull run. You know what I mean? But then, so then you think, do you know what? I'm just not even. I've missed it. It's too late. Like, but then it keeps going up and up and up and up and up, and then it's like, wait. At the point that I was gonna buy, and everyone's telling me that it's too late, it's still gone up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
So I would have nyammed some food still.
But you know the part that
but then it's the same with the dip, because it's like
it
dips like this, and then everyone says buy the dip. So you say, all right, cool. Let me just nyam the dip now. So I nyam the dip now, and then this happens again.
Yeah.
Then people tell you buy the dip again. So you come back down this side, and then it comes back down, and it's like, how many fucking dips?
Bro, this is just how it is. It's sod's law. You want to make sure, you want to know how to make sure something skyrockets? Sell it.
Elon.
Sell it.
Oh.
Sell it. I guarantee, I don't know why it does it, but as soon as you jump out of something, that starts to sky. And you got to watch it and FOMO in. But you know what? It's just all part of it. When it's all said and done, the majority of people that's in it don't know what's going on. They just see that it's a potential money-making thing. Buy this and it should go up in price. No one knows why. It's the only market that is built purely on speculation and a couple tweets. It is mayhem. It's mayhem.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and find a connect for Jeff Bezos.
Why?
Just try and get him to tweet something.
Tweet some stuff, innit?
Yeah. And you know what? If that don't work, I'm going to hit Stormzy. I'm going to try one of them, man.
Because Jake Paul and them are there, innit?
Huh?
Jake Paul and them are there.
Is it, yeah?
You got to
hit Stormzy. Like, hit Stormzy on a vibe of, yo, talk about this. Like, just talk about this coin.
I beg.
Yeah, just go on there and just say, like, murky to the moon. Yeah?
Yeah.
Murky to the moon. Then all of a sudden now you invest in the murky coin, and then everyone's like buying the thing, whatnot. And then you just flip in, when it goes up 500%, just sell it. And then obviously it's a shit coin. It ain't going to do nothing.
Anyway, I think that was my last. I think today was my last trade for this bull run.
But I'm not buying another coin.
I got this wrong 4 years ago. I'm getting it right this time. It doesn't
matter.
So
are you selling then?
I'm in USDT. Like, I'm on the sidelines. Like, as soon as I ain't sitting around catching knives, I don't care no more. Even this bounce, I'm gonna watch it fly up, and I'm just gonna hope it comes back down and just capitulates. I can't take much more. I don't want to take more risk than I already have.
As I said, the next stack's going in my bank. I'm not buying no dips now. By the way, you do your own thing, but I ain't buying no. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not financial advice. I'm just telling you, I'm not buying any more dips right now. I'm not going in no trading 2-1. No, I'm just leaving it, and I'll just let it do what it's doing. And you know what? If in a year's time or however long it goes back up, and I'm nice, then I'm nice. If I lose it all, I lose it all.
Do you know what's nuts? Yeah, this is how numb we've become to all of this shit. Yeah. Certain things, the majority of things were 45% down earlier today. And it's just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Well, do you know why it's kind of like that with me, to be fair, yeah? Is because when you see when I get money,
yeah,
and it goes into my normal bank account, if it sits in there, it feels like it's mine.
Yeah.
So now if I have to peel it off, I feel like I'm losing. Whereas if you pay me money and I immediately place it in places, then I'm not losing anything really. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, I pull it somewhere. If I get it back, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But if I leave it to marinate in my bank account, then it's almost, okay, this is a better example, yeah? Let's just say, for example, I give you 5 bills because we're going to go on holiday, yeah? Mm-hmm. Right. For whatever reason, the holiday's not working out. So then you give me the 5 bills back, but you say, you know what, yeah? In like 3 weeks time, I might go and book it back again. If I take that 5 bills and I pull it in my normal bank account, and then you ask me for the other for 5 bills again 3 weeks later, I feel like I'm dipping in trying to find another 5 bills. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But if I take the 5 bills and I just place it there, sir, then when you come to me and say, yo, we're gonna book, yeah, bam, I just give that. Yeah. But if I lost that 5 bills, like something happened to it, it wouldn't feel that mad because it's like, you know what? fucking, I weren't used to it. It wasn't really there anyway. It's like it didn't exist.
It didn't exist.
Yeah. And that's like my savings. Like, I ain't even looked in my savings for a long time, yeah. But if I looked in my savings and it disappeared, of course I'd be pissed at that. But if it just disappeared now,
I'd just be like,
I wouldn't know.
Wasn't even checking for it.
Yeah, I wasn't checking for it. Like, it's only now if I might try to go and buy like the yard, like, you know what I'm saying? I might be like, right, what happened to the? And you know what the maddest thing is? I could go into my savings and be like, all right, yeah, I'm ready to go and buy this yard now or whatnot, yeah, and not even realize that, you know, X amount of money is being missing because I haven't checked for it. Yeah. I'm just looking at this number that's there and I'm saying, all right, cool, I'll just do whatever it is that I need to do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, fucking Tyson and AJ is looking like it's gone tits up now because my man wants to
potentially.
Huh?
Potentially.
Yeah, basically,
I don't know
what's
anything,
happening?
So explain it.
All right, so you explain it.
So basically, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder was supposed to have a rematch clause on their second fight, which means that they would have had to fight for a third time. Yeah. That was meant to be done by a certain date. Obviously, I think Wilder done a couple bits and bobs. Like you know, Wilder lost his head a little bit. He started blaming everyone under the sun for that loss, innit?
Blame the water.
Contracts started getting he started blaming everything. He said the referee was drunk or judges was drunk. He said,
let me see if I can get
man getting inspired. Like it was crazy. So they were supposed to have a third fight. Didn't happen. Bob Arum was pretty sure that they wouldn't
for those who don't know who Bob Arum is.
Bob Arum's the promoter for Tyson Fury. They thought it doesn't matter what happens, they're not going to enforce the rematch. So they've gone ahead, done the AJ negotiations, announced it for August 14th in Saudi, and the next day the ruling comes out that Wilder can have the fight with Fury. It has to be by September 15th, something like that.
Does it have to be before AJ?
I think so. Or it has to be by a certain date, and you know these lot don't fight that often.
So what if it isn't by that date then?
Well, that's the rules, that it has to be set by then. You have to have that fight. Tyson Fury has to fight Wilder by September 15th. It might not be that date, but I think it is that.
Let's just say that it has to be that date. What if Fury got injured then? Like, what if he?
Well, then they'd obviously try and move things forward or whatever.
I'm sure there's clauses for like injuries.
But unless that's if Wilder doesn't negotiate. So now Wilder's saying, I want 20 mil.
20 mil?
Step aside money. I want 20 mil to step aside.
How much did he get to fight Fury in the first fight?
Probably not even 20 mil, you know?
Oh, shit. So he wants 20 mil step aside money?
Yeah, because he knows how much money's in
Them man gonna make.
You know what? The site fee's like $155 million. Like, these lot are making big dough. So he's saying, I want some. For that to happen, I want some.
In my head,
Jesus Christ,
I was thinking when this came up, I thought, them Saudi man have got bank in it. And for them, I would have thought that they might look at this as a thing of, listen, something like this is good for our country. Yeah, so we can't jeopardize something like this we just dip into the oil money and just peel him off a little something.
It's not crypto.
Huh?
It's not crypto.
I bet he'd take it though.
Yeah, no.
If one of them Saudi dons came with the fucking...
But you got
hush money.
Like, as far as site fee is, yeah, I'm sure that puts it at number 2 in history in terms of... Number 2 or 3 in history in terms of how much money's been spent on a fight, yeah? That's a lot of money. It's $155 million. I think there's 5 mil for the undercard, 75 each for the 2 fighters. So, do you want to give 20 mil to someone that's not even attending?
Yeah, I hear that.
That's
I just don't.
So, essentially, you got 2 options. You either negotiate, bring that fee down. Wilder's not silly. He would have said 20, knowing that 20 is never going to happen. But maybe he might
take 10 in mind. He might take 10.
Or Fury said, I'm gonna have to crack his skull again. He goes.
Fury tweeted, and we'll put a picture up, and it said, and he tagged him in it, and he said, no excuses, but costume was too heavy. Fury's gloves were loaded. I had weak legs.
No excuses, but
Fury's gloves had no padding. Had bicep surgery. I was a zombie. I had a disloyal trainer.
Is he taking a piss?
Complications in camp. I had an autopsy.
He seriously
I broke my arm.
No,
he's taking the piss out of Wilder.
But he said a few of them.
He did say a few of them.
Oh, right.
Fight stopped too early. Did say that. Andre Durrell. Is that his name? Durrell?
Andre Durrell what?
Yeah. It was Andre Durrell's fault. Ref did a shit job. Snakes in the grass. Dent in my head. So yeah, I think Fury's on a thing of, you know what, if I've just got to punch man up, I just got to go and do that again, innit? But I don't want to see it, bro. I just don't want to. Like, I'm not.
Do you know what it is?
You are the boxing fan,
now,
bro. You are the boxing fan.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because
about what?
About this situation here.
I feel like this kind of stuff happens way more than you think. So, for example, there's so many fighters that generally have to be paid or negotiated with in terms of step aside fees, mandatories, blah 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 blah. This will be the biggest fight probably in British boxing history.
What, between
AJ and Fury?
Yeah.
So it's a unification. 2 British heavyweights, like this don't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like heavyweights is usually there's American involved somewhere, or there's like this is a blockbuster.
Yeah.
And it's been brewing for years.
And do you know what?
It has to happen. It will happen.
Yeah.
But you kind of, now that it's been announced, you want it now.
I want it now.
I want it now.
I wanted it in June.
I wanted it in June.
Man has to wait until August or whatever, and then now I have to wait until potentially next year or the end of this year. It's long, bruv.
Yeah.
And like, also, I watched the interview with Eddie Hearn and what's his name, Fury. Yeah? It was like a podcast, but it was only 12 minutes, but it was part of a podcast. And I can't lie, Fury, it just gives me.
He can talk,
brother.
He can talk.
His one-liners, yeah, the way that he drops the one-liners are so casually amazing. Yeah. He said, in regards to AJ, look, Eddie, AJ is like a boiled egg cracked down the middle. There's no saving him. Absolute blue.
He's got a hell of one-liners. He's got loads.
What? And I'm like, I just need to see them man fight. Can AJ do it though?
Yeah, of course he can. I think he's the only one that can.
That can beat AJ?
I'm not saying bro, Fury is a tough ask. Like, I want AJ to do it, but I am not one of these guys that's under the pretense that's like, nah, like, bro, Fury is a monster, bro.
Yeah,
and he's 6'9". He's faster than he should be. He's beginning to sit down on shots as well. He's looking good, and he's got that thing in him where, like, sometimes the level of his opponent, if it's shit, he'll perform shit.
Yeah.
If it's good,
he'll rise to the occasion. Yeah.
But just in general, it's a tough fight. Bro, it's literally a 50-50 fight.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, yeah, a lot of people will probably lean towards Fury and say it's a 51-49 in that direction. You know, I would have thought that
people would have said it was a 60-40 in favor
maybe.
of.
But I think people know it's closer than
70-30.
that. People know it's closer than that. Yeah, Fury's got nice boxing abilities, fluid and all of that. But AJ has got enough size and speed and power to end the fight in a second anyway. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
like, is Fury actually, if he gets knocked down again and that, like how he did.
What's going on around here?
Brother, it's like a war zone in here. What was I going to say now? If Fury gets banged in his face the last time, like how, what's his name banged him, yeah? Wilder. Like, surely Fury doesn't have a lot of those.
Bro, he gets put down, but he's got mad heart. So
he's going to keep getting up.
Bro, it's Wilder. He got up from Wilder.
Yeah, but how many of them is he going to get up from?
You don't know. You just don't know. But what I'm saying is, stylistically, that fight's fascinating because you got one guy who like is fluid and like is gonna jitter and faint and do all of that, and you got AJ who over the last couple of years has maybe put on his boxing hat a bit more,
yeah,
and trying to box with man rather than just bomb them out of there.
Right.
But he's gonna need to kind of keep that instinct of just going after them. I don't know. You see, most fights I can really know what the fight's gonna look like. This one I kind of don't know. I know what it could look like, but it's one of 4 or 5 different things.
Yeah. Obviously I want to see AJ win that. Obviously, I know it's a big ask in some way, but I would like to see him win that. I think what may need to happen though with AJ this time is that maybe AJ may need to hear that he might not do it, and the reason being is because he may need that. He may need that. You know what? People are doubting me this time. I mean, they did sort of remember when you got with the Ruiz thing, rematch, but that was a different kind of doubt. Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? It was like, people was, the Americans in particular had a lot of things to say about AJ and whatnot. Then they lost, so they were jumping on the parade a bit on whatever. Yeah, but I think this time over here specifically, he probably needs to hear, you're good, brother. The lactic acid thing's proper, but. Yeah, like
so that
he can use that to go in there and actually really be on some full smoke.
I think he's gonna have to fight. Like, I think
if he wins that, I will be the first to jump on the roof.
It's a 2-fight deal, no? I'm sure it's a 2-fight deal.
I was gonna say, do you reckon it might take a rematch to get that inside?
No, I reckon it's gonna take you a round. So I reckon you're gonna have to have.
That's a great one.
Like to know what it looks like early doors. We've seen Fury, come out as a southpaw and on the back foot. We've also seen him come out as an orthodox fighter and on the front foot. You might just have to train to make the best version of yourself and be prepared for whatever eventuality. We kind of know what to expect in terms of stance and all of that from AJ. We don't know with Fury much.
Yeah.
You don't even know if he's going to be southpaw or orthodox. He's hard to train for.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know what? To be fair, even if the odds weren't that great on AJ, I'd put the money on AJ.
The odds will be close.
I'd put the money on AJ. That's what I'm doing. I'll take that. I'm not fuck the crypto thing because I'm going on AJ. I'll put the money on AJ.
But is that more because you want him to, or you've got more faith that he will?
No, more because I want him to.
I think most people don't know what they're looking at with this fight. I don't think most people know.
But will it happen? That's the next thing. All I'm saying is Wilder. Like, obviously, I'd love Wilder to be on the pod as well because I think he's a good, interesting character in that. But, brother, honestly, I'd rather you just step aside in August. Please, bro. Take a couple M's and just fight.
Yeah, just cool off, man.
Yeah, fight White or something like that, man. Like, go and just do something else, bro. Just skip. Do some skipping.
Do something. Just
go and do, go Disneyland.
It's unification business.
Yeah, exactly. Just let these man do their thing, and then just negotiate a deal where you can just fight the winner. Like the winner has to fight you, and just maybe even in that clause, there's got to be a free fight deal or some shit like that. But just let them man do their thing. I don't want another year to go past and these two haven't fought each other, and the next minute now, when they do fight each other, they're just mad old, and the buzz isn't the same anymore. And you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And AJ skinny now.
Luckily, we got 2 of them, and they're around prime age for heavyweight.
Yeah.
So even if it does have to sit down till the winter or next year, it's fine. They're not 37. And
the last thing on the fighting quickly, which I wanted to bring up to you is like the talk about quitting. Yeah. And like I know obviously a lot of people wouldn't have seen this but there was what was the name of the fighter who took the knee?
Daniel Dubois.
Yeah. So he had a fight, and then in whatever round it was, I think it was like the 9th round or the 10th round or whatever, he just looked like he didn't have the stomach for it anymore.
Yeah.
And he got banged in his face and that, and he took the knee and he basically quit. Yeah. In him quitting, Billy Joe Saunders, amongst a lot of other people, had a lot to say about him quitting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then so recently, Billy Joe Saunders, by the way, who is a boxer, he fought another boxer called Canelo. And basically he got an absolute smooth uppercut to the eye.
Nuts.
Yeah. And from that moment on, you knew he was absolutely fucked. Yeah. I wonder if we could put a clip on it. Would we be able to put a clip on there without it being a problem? We wouldn't be able to do that.
Not a chance.
Not even a tiny bit.
Maybe if you chat to Eddie.
Oh yeah, true. Eddie.
You surely both. I think both of you had direct lines to him.
Yeah, we'll chat.
We'll holler him. Yo, Ed. Yo, Ed. Yeah. Like try and pattern that for man.
But if you can't sort it out, then nah.
Yeah, cool. But anyway, he didn't come out and he didn't fight. Like it was as though he quit. Yeah. So then obviously bare people was onto him about quitting and stuff like that. And I think one of the things that Billy said was about the other fighter is at least get carried out on a stretcher or some shit. He wasn't carried out on the stretcher. So my point being is, by the way, I don't even think that he quit like that. Maybe you
I
might
don't think
say
either. I think anyone who hasn't felt it is so different. So I think now Billy Joe Saunders obviously was speaking from a position before. He's a big, he's a tough guy, innit? Billy Joe. But when you haven't had your orbital bone broken, you can't quite, you can't imagine what that's like. Yeah. So of course you're gonna look at someone and be like, nah, man, like he quit because you're not feeling the. Can you imagine what that feels?
When it cracks in.
His cracked in, like his face was caved in.
Yeah. So I didn't even sweat; it just closed.
You begin like I've never had one of anything like that where it's so bad where it's just like I cannot, like I have to take a knee. Like I'll always try and make it out of that moment or whatever it is. But there's times where you just can't. And I'm hearing that one there
is a mad one.
We see it happen with Kell Brook. Yeah. We see it happen with Dubois. We've seen it happen over the years loads of times. Yeah. Only person I've ever actually seen fight through it is Paulie Malignaggi, and even he was just like there was a constant battle in his head.
Of like, shall I just drop on the floor?
Like, as in like knowing something's wrong. I've never felt this. Yeah. But he was at a point in his career where he wanted to really prove a point, dug in, and he was such a crafty boxer that he was perhaps able to get away from that. His thing was movement.
Right.
Now, when you're fighting Canelo Alvarez, pound for pound #1 right now, dumb power, dumb movement, speed, quick, sharp, every variation of a punch you can think of, and you've had your eye cracked in. You don't want to fight my man no more. Yeah. It's a human instinct. I swear to God.
You see when he cracked him with the uppercut, when he cracked him with it, he knew immediately, I've got him. Because as soon as he did it, he started like shooting the crowd.
You can feel it through the glove.
You
can feel it. I remember like hitting people sometimes before with no glove on, whatever it is. Like sometimes you hit something so clean that it feels like you've just hit like an air bubble. Nothing happened. It don't hurt your hand. Everything's just too clean. It's like a flipping the sweetest of sweet spots. And you know, as soon as you land a shot like that, you know that person they are not coming back. That's it. It's over. Then you see him start gesturing to the truck. He knows. He felt the hand crack in his hand, the eye crack in his hand. Do you know what I'm saying?
See, so I say all of. See, this is the thing with you saying all of that, and maybe it's easy for me to say this because I am not a fighter in it, but I am quite a compassionate person in it, and so I can always see that every person has a threshold. Everyone has that limit of which that they are not able to go anymore. So for me, I personally couldn't criticize someone for doing it.
I feel like a lot of people that criticize is just people that can't understand what it could be like. Or you know, like you can't even begin to put yourself in their shoes. But I thought I don't understand sometimes when boxers criticize boxers. Because you know what that feels like. Being in tough moments, and you have a little conversation with yourself in your head, asking if you really even want much more of this. It happens. So that's people on Twitter. You can expect madness and mad talk from them, but boxers, I always feel like boxers should usually be a little bit more compassionate towards boxers, but he 100. wasn't. And flipping, obviously, God said it's your time
now. Exactly. And they're saying that you might never fight again. Do you know what? Is this admirable though? Because in UFC, there's been a couple of times where like one fight in particular, Ronda Rousey for Michelle Tate, and they had a rivalry for quite a while. And the first time Ronda beat her, very quickly as well, actually. Like her main favorite thing was the armbar. She used to always get people in the armbar. She was winning a lot by submission, and then this time, this rivalry was so deep, Then they fought again, and Michelle Tate was actually doing really well at this point, by the way, Ronda is like the superstar of the sport. Dog, she's the big dog, Michelle's doing all right now. Got her, boom, 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 boom. In the end, Ronda gets her in the armbar. Do you know what happened?
She snaps the elbow up.
Michelle did not tap. She snapped it. And then the ref had to just come and just obviously separate it. Because obviously, Ronda's on a thing of, if you don't tap, I'm hyperextending, innit? But Michelle, her pride would not allow her to tap. And I was very conflicted when I watched that, because I was thinking, at first I was like, you know what, honourable shout out to Michelle, because she just could not. But then I thought, you could have put yourself in a situation where your arm ain't never working again over some pride shit.
Yeah, but this whole thing is over pride shit.
Yeah,
you'll hear boxers say over and over again, I'm willing to die in that ring. That's the ultimate cost, to fighting. Like, you die in that ring, and it happens, isn't it? It's one
Are they things. Really?
But some really are. No, some say they are, and they believe they are until they are actually close to death. And you have to reassess.
And then all of a sudden they start seeing their son.
Some do. Yeah. Some are like, no, I'm not having it. I would rather stick this out whilst my body allows me to, than take the easier route. It's not, in my opinion, it's not the correct thing to do. Because there's a lot more to life than flipping just in that squared circle. But for a lot of people, that's everything. That's my word. That's my everything. My reputation. I pride myself on. Remember, all of this is just still between your ears. I pride myself on being tough. I remember Carl Froch one time saying he actually believes
he's a boxer, by the way.
Yeah, he believes that he actually is incapable of being knocked out cold.
He feels that way.
That's how he felt. Now, growing up, he had confidence issues. Yeah, he had a sports psychologist come in, and he all of a sudden worked with the sports psychologist and whatever, and became you get this aura around you, just like, nah, I'm untouchable. I'm the guy. And he wasn't exactly the most skillful fighter, but he was as tough as they come, I promise you. And he told himself and told everyone, I cannot be knocked out. If you want to beat me, you literally are gonna you have to go 12 rounds and win this by decision. That's
but you
it.
Will not be able to.
I cannot be knocked out. And then George Groves slapped him with the most ridiculous 1-2. Should be gone. He got hit with shots. That's the same as the door just like someone slapping, like Thanos jumping in this room and just smacking someone. He was getting hit with everything. Wouldn't go away. Wins the fight by TKO. But it's all in his head. Your ego will make you believe I'm unbeatable, and until you are beat, you will believe you're unbeatable.
And that's why sometimes they say when you have a loss, you're just not the same.
Yeah. Psychologically, yeah. That's why certain man like Dillian White, bro, he must be tapped, because he don't care not just about the loss. He don't care about the fashion of the loss. He's so fearless that he's willing to run it back straight away.
Yeah, because he got knocked out.
Povetkin.
Yeah, Povetkin knocked him out stiff. It was a stiff knock. There's something, I know this is really bad for me to say, but there's some small enjoyment that I get when I watch UFC or I watch boxing, and someone gets knocked out but they're stiff.
Yeah.
You know when they're
it's the real.
You know when they're like that.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah.
And then they just. And then it's like that, and then the body just sort of relaxes.
Yeah, when you really get switched off.
Yeah. There's something about that, but as long as you come back from
of course, yeah. Then but no, it means that it was. You literally turned that person off for a period of time. You switched them off.
And sometimes you see them even trying to. Their subconscious is still working. So they're conscious.
Course, their brain knows they're fucked.
Yeah.
And it's trying to give the messages to them bro, you're fucked.
But you can see that they're still trying to...
Trying to move, but you can't. The message is just... It's crazy, man. These games...
When you look at Masvidal's knee to Ben Askren, watch that one. Yeah. Watch that knee. Yeah. And see him on the floor, stiff. But after that, after a few minutes, he's fine.
Yeah, you're
he doesn't. He may not know. He may not know what's happened.
Venom Page, when he need my man's head in.
Who?
Venom. Michael Venom Page.
I ain't seen that.
You ain't seen that?
No.
You have seen it. And he has the poker. He's from the ends.
Oh my god, I don't even know. What does he do?
Get that up. You ain't seen it, bro. He does a flying knee. Yeah, he knees this Don's head, but the head caves in.
Oh my god.
The head goes in.
Yeah, try and find that. What's his name?
Michael Venom Page. Page, just type in Venom Page knee or something.
Has Floyd gone Turkey as well, by the way?
Yeah. I'm not sure if he went Turkey.
I thought he was bald. I thought like he was balled by force.
I wonder how much he's feeling it. Go and play this.
What? Like what?
Oh, that's no joke. That was quick as well.
Watch when you see the head.
I didn't even see the head.
Watch when you go.
Balls and skirt. Oh, I did see this.
And then you know when you're in so much pain that you're rolling around. You're in a fight, but you're rolling around. Wait till you see the head. Pause.
Oh my god, bruv. Wait, let me see. Right in the, what happened to him? Is he all right now? Oh no, they didn't show the replay. They didn't show the replay. Is he all right? So
I don't think my man fought again.
He could not come back from that again. Even if you're all right, you would not want to fight again. That is crazy.
That is Jesus.
That is crazy, bruv.
Hold on. Let me.
Are you trying to find it?
I'm trying to find the image of my man's head. Yeah, look at this.
Fucking, he's running around after.
He's got a dent in his fucking head.
Let's see that.
A dent in his head.
So you have to have surgery now to get the dent out of that. And then even then it's probably flipping.
Well, it's a miracle that it weren't like brain damage and shit.
Yeah. There must be some there has to be some long-term damage though. Like down the line, surely.
Shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've never seen anything like that.
Quickly on Floyd, I always thought Floyd was bald by force, and that like he always looked good with a bald head, and you know, when I see things like this, you know what I always go back to? The 12 things men fear but don't talk about. That episode, when we talked about hair.
Yeah.
And like I can't even remember if we actually talked about like the bald aspect of things. I know we talked a lot about the pubic hair thing, but like it does make me really understand like how much that affects people.
I reckon he just wanted, bro.
Why?
Floyd was last time I seen Floyd with hair from before this period of time now.
It has to be when he was like
De La Hoya. He fought De La Hoya, but when I say his hair was so low, that without the shape up, you probably wouldn't have been able to even realize there was hair on his head.
Yeah.
Or it's the shape up that made it clear that he had hair, but it was. I don't even know what that is. It's like a 0.2.
Yeah.
It's like, you get me? It's so close to a zero. It's unreal. Yeah. His hair was obviously fading. He's gone bald. Luckily for Floyd, he can pull off. He can pull off bald, innit? And he never had a beard, so he just had the professor's.
And it worked.
And it worked.
Yeah.
But he obviously finished boxing and decided, I want to be young.
Yeah, he saw it. Like
did the turkey thing. He gave himself the beard.
Obviously, he must have shouted LeBron.
Well, LeBron did it.
LeBron's got like he's got the Wayne Rooney thing.
So they just took thing. But Mayweather like probably needed a lot of hair. Mayweather gave himself a beard, bro.
I know. What did they take that from? Like, what is it? Bum fluff in that?
Can't be. Is that from his bum?
I don't know. Can you?
Is it?
You can get I'm sure you can get a goatee from bum fluff.
I heard they do stuff. Some of it's from your bum, or your back, lower back, or whatever it is.
Yeah. What? Yeah. If I took the hair from my arse, or even my balls. You know what? I would probably have like light skin hair.
What?
Yeah, like mine would be like really like. You know when it's like not like afro-y, but it's kind of like.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it might make me look a little off. No, it might make me look Eritrean. Yeah. If I got bum fluff hair, I'd look Eritrean. Yeah, that would be me.
100%.
Yeah.
But Floyd, he just went for it. I don't know. He needs to hope the hair improves as a.
It looks horrible, bro.
It's not working right now.
It looks horrible.
But I'm not sure how long that healing process is and for it to turn into real hair. It must be a while, no?
There's a healing process.
Yeah, as in like it's not just we're taking some hair and put it here and it's done.
Like, I thought when you're a billionaire, bro, you're supposed to have the mad pattern on.
I'm sure you have to wait like a year for it to fully turn into like for your body to remember how to like recreate.
Okay.
I don't think you can fuck with it in that time. You just got to leave it.
Yeah.
Do its thing. So you could be looking.
So that's why he took it extra offensive when Jake took the hat. He got really. He was very upset.
I don't blame him though.
He was very upset, and he started saying a lot of things. Was talking about I'm going to kill a man and do all of that. And
the thing is with Floyd, obviously that's my favorite ever boxer, innit?
Yes, sir.
Regardless of all the madness he does. Like there's some things that I just don't want to love, but I have no choice.
Yeah.
I can't tell what of it is wrestling and what of it is real.
All of it was wrestling up till that bit when my man took his hair. I think he was genuinely upset. I think he genuinely felt. I can't tell no more.
I can't tell.
Nah, do you know what? The reason being, bro, is that like you can do the smack talk thing and walk up and down and do the Hulk Hogan and, you know, chat shit about whatever it is you want to chat shit about, yeah. But the hair thing in particular, it is a delicate thing.
It is a delicate one.
And then when you take the hat and then you run off and you do all of that, there is kind of that element of, yo, like, I'm a big man, you know, bro. Yeah. Like, I hear that we're doing this and I'm on the thing, but I'm a big man, bro. And but what Floyd has to understand is that the game that he used to play,
it's not that game.
It's a different game now. Yeah. These lot have taken this game and putting extra sauce on it. And if you want to be a part of it, then you just have to understand that this is a part of it. Yeah. Of course, you're going to beat my man and beat his brother or whatnot. I don't think his brother Logan even has like. When I watch Logan, I don't feel like he even has. It's like he can't believe this is actually even happening.
Yeah, he feels lucky.
Yeah,
he's loving it.
When he's sitting there, it's like he can't believe it.
He is lucky as fuck.
Yeah, he is lucky. Jake though seems as though I'm on, like, fuck my brother, bro. Like, I want to do it. Like my brother's shit. He's on the thing of like my brother's, like, why are you fighting my brother? He's definitely shit. I'm better than him. So but might as well.
Jake is just on violating anyone and everyone that can possibly get a reaction out of it.
That's why Jake said to him, "Do you just want to run 2 in one night?" Because he knows he was like, well, let's run 2 in one night. Because obviously you're gonna deal with my brother, innit? But if you got the real thing, then fight me afterwards, innit?
Listen, when it's all said and done, I don't love that Floyd's doing this.
No, I hate it. I hate it. It's worse than the kid that the 51st one.
I don't mind if he goes to Japan and beats up the little. I
don't mind it too much because he's getting.
Well, I swear my man wasn't even a boxer. I swear he's like a Thai boxer. I don't know.
No,
but he went to Japan and smoked to you quickly. Got paid 10 mil to do it and just dipped.
But this is trash.
This is bad.
But he's saying he's gonna get 100 M's.
Yeah, his currency.
I want to chat to Eddie about that because I don't know if the figures are that.
Nah,
I'm sure Eddie would have something different to say.
Nah, I reckon he'll get it.
100 M's.
I'm not that interested in the fight because it's an open shut case.
I had to do a show the other day, where I was going through
it's not a fight.
The highest grossing fights. Floyd Mayweather's got the top 3, top 4.
Right.
Like, this guy only knows money. He's not getting in the ring for less than Floyd getting in the ring against Logan Paul. You know he's big money. Like, he's not doing that for less than 100 M's. He's getting his 100 M's.
But then why would he do that other kid for 10 mil?
Because that was an exhibition. He went to Japan. He didn't. This is before them man even entered boxing.
Wasn't he on holiday? I thought he was on
holiday. Probably, yeah. But even that was before them man had even entered boxing. Like this opportunity wasn't even there.
Yeah. So 2 other things quickly. Yeah. I wanted to bring up this thing about industry plant, and the reason why is because I feel like I hear this a lot now. Yeah. You probably don't hear it, but I'll explain it to you.
I do hear
One of the times that I heard it was with like a grime MC called Yizzy, yeah? Bare people were saying, like this is some type of industry plant or whatnot. But one thing, like you're hearing it even more now with Central C, yeah? Bare people are coming out and saying, Central C is an industry plant, yeah? And then they're like putting up statistics. See, like, his Instagram compared to Jay Huss's Instagram. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot more followers than Jay Huss. Or they put his Instagram up against, like, some next other person who has got loads of fucking...
number ones.
Yeah. So now, for me, when I hear that, I just feel like all of that is bollocks, yeah? But I think Lippy put it to me the best, in my opinion, yeah? Was when he was like, to him, it sounds as though... Like, when people do the industry plant thing, it's like when people were doing the full Illuminati stuff with rappers, yeah? When they were just sitting there, people were just sitting there smoking weed, and they were putting certain rappers' success purely on the fact that they are Illuminati and there is no other way that they could have actually been successful because they can't be that talented. Not that much people could really like them. Yeah. There has to be something else that puts this person in a position for them to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And to me, it's exactly the same thing. When I see someone sit and talk about industry plant, the first thing that I actually envision is the brother in the bando billing the skunk spliff with his dons and that, talking about Illuminati. I see exactly the same thing, bro.
My man he's got the roach in his arm. I'm telling you,
my
man is the yeah.
Because I spoke to my man and he, like, all of that shit. It's like,
is there even any room at the moment for industry plants? As in, you could understand the term before when it almost felt like you had to go via a label to even be on TV screens and all of that. But nowadays, you can just make a video, get it on GRM or wherever it is, and the rest is up to the rest, up to marketing.
What would be like? Okay, what would be an industry plant? Like, okay, if he was an industry plant, what would he be like? What would be the point of it? Like, make an argument for it. Like, what is it? Is he there to sort of get people's addresses? Is he there to manipulate like the industry? Like, what is?
Is he signed? I don't know.
No, he's independent.
I don't listen to him like that. So I'm not
sure. West. How can anyone say he's an industry plant if he's independent? That in itself doesn't make any sense.
He's still working within an industry.
That don't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It don't make enough sense anyway. Whatever it is, I think most people are gonna have to agree that he's not, unless they can prove otherwise. We need to stop doing this as a people.
People fuck with him. Like, people fuck with like it's not even, forget the numbers. This is his engagement. When you look at when he posts something and that, there's like a lot of people engaging with what it is that he's doing. So right now, the way that the industry is it's actually a lot of the time run by engagement. You can't, as a label, if you sign someone now who has no buzz and no nothing or whatever, that's admirable, by the way, because if you believe in that person, that is a proper admirable thing, and that's what they used to do. Then you could say, all right, boom, like, we're gonna work on them, try and work on their engagement or whatever it may be. But now your engagement and all of that stuff is your currency. So, you can't. It's very difficult to manipulate that. When you start buying followers and stuff, it kind of shows, because all you need to do is look at. Sometimes I see people that follow me, and it says, oh yeah, they got like 500k followers. You look at a picture and it's got 50 likes, and it's like, oh, so you have 500,000 people that are following you and 50 people liking your things. Like, come on, brother. Like, that's not really. You understand what I'm saying? It's not. But Central seems like he's doing his thing, and people.
No, man,
this industry planting is mad to me.
I rate all of these lot, man. That's just.
Where's he from? Bush.
I couldn't tell you, but it's West. It's West, definitely West. But look, I rate all of these lot, man. Like, when you look at it properly, everyone's able to kind of do it on their own right now.
I love that.
It's sick. They're famous from before labels even get their hands on them.
Yeah.
It's different now,
and that's why they're getting so much money.
Yeah.
Because you've already got hella currency. So if I am now investing in you, some you came up to me the other day and he said to me, at first he was showing me a mask that he's gonna buy, that he wants to, because he wants to do the mask thing and that, So he was asking me advice on the mask and that, and I said to him, look, if you're gonna do the mask thing, just make sure that it stands out and whatever. His mask has got dreads.
That's sick. That's sick.
I shouldn't have, because someone else might try and do the thing. I'm sorry, brother. Anyway,
wear a helmet.
Nah, man, fuck it, man.
Someone should wear a helmet.
If he does it right, it will be proper. So boom, his thing's got dreads or whatnot now. So anyway, now then he's obviously come to me on a vibe of, yo, like, how do I go about getting signed in that? And I said to him, is that what you want? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, you have to look at it like this, I said, if you want to get signed, this is what is likely to happen. If I'm signing you, if you come to my office and you want to be signed or whatever, and I'm signing you, you ain't got no, like, there's no currency, there's no, you can't show me anything, but you want me to invest my money into you, just know that the terms and conditions are probably not going to favor you too much. Because I am investing money into you, and you've come to me. I didn't even come to you. So it's not going to favor you that much. But if we get past the first thing and you sell X, Y, and Z and whatnot, and I recoup and I take another 98% on top of that for 2 years, then after that we can renegotiate, and then I'll take 50 or whatever it may be. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you are working and doing whatever it is that you're doing and building up your currency and stuff like that, yeah, and then I see you and then I want to sign you, I kind of got to chat to you proper. Otherwise, if I don't chat to you proper, you're just not going to sign the deal, because what would be the point of it? You're already making your money and you're already doing your thing. So, you know, you have to just be like, the ultimate ambition in being signed isn't a bad thing as long as you know why you want to be signed.
And what you're getting yourself into.
100%.
But if you're cool with both of those things, go for it.
Then go and yam your food.
Yeah, you know absolutely.
I mean? And honourable shout out to Central C. I think he's still independent. And boy, let me tell you this. I don't know actually. I feel like he may be signed, but when I watched his
there's a lot of billboards, and that doesn't normally happen unless you're signed, because that costs.
Can we check that?
I'll check.
Because what I will say is though, when I watched his, what was it? What's that freestyle that Drake did? The lemon pepper. He says in a bar that he is independent, but just go on Spotify and just go on his latest release, and you'll be able to see whether
Central C independent. Wow.
Yeah, see it there. He probably has like a distribution deal or some shit like that.
He has some sort of deal, because there was a lot of billboards, and I know from experience.
But anyway, you can do this stuff yourself, you know, if you're brave enough and you get me, you put up your own money. And
fucking hell. That's cold, you know.
That's really impressive, man. Really, really.
And he's another West Londoner as well. I see him and Fredo flexing the other day as well. Honorable shout out to them, man. And this is not a conversation for today, because obviously we will have to bounce on that in a bit. But I remember we was talking about this before on the phone. But I'm going to put this out as a warning. I'm putting this one out as an absolute warning. One of these days, Dad, one of these days, me and you, and maybe one other person, we're going to have a real honest conversation about some women's behaviour. I'll tell you that now. No, we are actually going to, one day, we are going to sit down and we are going to have a real, honest conversation about some women's behaviour.
What happened?
Now, let me be clear when I say this, yeah? I am a very fair person, I would like to believe. And many of times, I've sat down on the pod and I've held us accountable for certain things or whatever it may be. And you know what? One thing that you'll usually hear is, when we're doing that is, you can't do the what about we. So let's say, for example, if I am defending a woman, I can't, or no, if someone's defending a woman, I can't then come and say, but what about me? Because the conversation isn't about us today. The conversation's about you, isn't it? Yeah. So we have to deal with that, how we deal with that.
Yeah.
But you see that day when we sit and we have a real honest conversation about their behavior. I don't want to hear, I don't want no one to be interjecting in anything. Yeah?
But I just want to I'm not going to lie. This is one of the most overdue conversations,
bro,
that we could ever have.
Let me tell you something. And you know what, Dan? I know, even just by saying that, some of them are triggered already. I ain't even said nothing.
They're preparing, bro.
I ain't even said nothing. And look at your face. Look at you. Look at your face. You know, innit? But one of these days we're gonna have to do that.
There's a narrative that we are the badly behaved.
Oh,
but they are poorly behaved. Some of these lot
are absolutely horribly behaved. Horribly behaved. Can I be honest with you? This is not a conversation for today. I don't know when this is a conversation for, but do you know how much times I have nearly been odd?
Jesus. Oh yeah, no.
Brother!
Yeah.
Do you know?
I don't want to say it lightly.
Bro.
I don't want to say it lightly.
No, bro. Honestly, had it have been the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Trouble.
Bro, and you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna keep this so 100.
You thought about
there was one day.
You thought about it.
What I thought about what?
Going to police.
No. But you know what? I was kind of odd. I'm going to say that.
Jesus.
Bro, and do you know why I'm going to say that? Because in this situation, only one of two things could have happened. One was either I get the fuck off me.
And then now you in jail.
Well, then I'm in jail. Or I got a pipe to get out.
And you piped. Yeah. Do you know what? We do really need to have a sit down and talk.
Yeah, because that in itself, there's quite
this
a few
kind of
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? I know, yeah. This is the thing, yeah. I know that when you say that as a man, and it's so problematic because I had a conversation with a girl about this as well, yeah. Enough people will say, but how? Because of if I say this is not what I'm on, and I say it a bag of times,
even
if I then do it
once.
And even then, with that being said, with my thing being how my thing is, but sometimes I'd be outside, the wind blows and my thing's strong. That don't mean nothing.
It actually doesn't.
It does not mean a thing.
Yeah.
If I'm chilling with you and we're lying in bed and I'm kicking back or whatnot, and I'm 56% blood flowy, that doesn't mean I'm trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I hate that. I hate it. But you know what? One day we're going to have a real conversation about it and you're just going to have to listen. You're just going to have to listen.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Look at you, triggered already.
It actually feels like we as men.
Look at you.
It feels like we as men can't say no.
We can't, bro.
We have
to. Let me say something.
We have to go along with it.
Can I even be honest and say this? Sometimes it's like we just can't say shit.
Yeah. Even in other aspects.
And there are times, Dan, where I'm like, you know what? I hear that, like the society and what we've done as thing and whatnot. But sometimes I believe that you should be able to just take certain situations and like isolate them at times. Mm-hmm. So there's times when you can look at something and say, yeah, man, systematic thing that. But sometimes you can just look at that and just say, nah, that's mad. That's wrong. Like, he should be allowed to, or he shouldn't be made to feel X, Y, and... You understand what I'm saying? One day we're going to do that.
I think, next couple of weeks. Do you know what? Just as it approaches City Girl Summer.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever it is, Hot Girl, whatever it is. Then we do it.
That life. Some of them ain't even really about that. Some of them ain't even really about that. Some of them like... You know what? Can I say this as well?
Nah, you know what? Fuck it. Let it all out. Let it all out.
Like,
no. I feel like I know what you're gonna say. The ones that are pretending they're smoky.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Bro, they make me sick. Some of them. Do you know what it is as well? Like some of them go on Twitter and they start like tweeting this, like some not unrealistic foolishness here, but it's like they put together like a perfect caption or like paragraph about something to do with like being single or like how you how you're operating in it and don't you do this and that and whatnot, yeah. And I sometimes I look at it and sometimes I see some of the things that they say and I'm like, yo, don't let some of these people sell you a dream, like. The ultimate goal is not to be on your own. Yes, it is. You'd rather be on your own than have headache, of course. But don't like these same people that are doing that will be the same people that will come back on Instagram or Twitter next year and tell you the complete opposite when they find a man that actually, you understand what I'm saying? That they love and that is doing X, Y, and Z with them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. You cannot take social media seriously at all. Under any context. You can't. There's just too much stuff on there that we just know is just a bit And then your behavior outside of it. So when you put the phone down now and you're sitting down and you're having certain conversations, you're spewing some toxic information. Like, but one day we have to unpack this, bro. Like seriously, on some masculine shit. We just gotta start on the behaviors in person. Then we go on to...
Brother, if I heard Kojo say this as well, yeah. I know I've said this here before as well, but Kojo said it and he said it quite beautifully. He was just like, listen, like this is a good thing as well, yeah. See, like sometimes with women, they can be quite good at like vocalizing like how they feel about certain things, like especially on social media.
Yeah.
And some of those stuff are like super valid, innit? So they're good at being able to do that, go and talk about X, Y, and Z and whatnot. Us, we internalize a lot of things, which is why, when you look at the rate in
suicides
and stuff, you get what I'm saying? And people have no idea what such and such was going through. We do sometimes, even as brethren, you might have a brethren that is going through a complete madness, but he just doesn't feel like he can. Yeah, that's like a proper common thing amongst the man them and all of these type of things and whatnot. If we really sat down and talked about how we really felt about a few things, it's just not going to really love it. But it's just an element of it is just how we feel. The same with you. It's just how you feel.
I remember saying this a long time. If we was to actually tell the truth, good Lord.
Look at you. Triggered already. You ain't even said nothing. I haven't even said nothing and you just want to comment. You just want to message me, don't you?
Anyway, that us for someone specific.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna actually really do it. Like one day I'm actually gonna really sit down and talk about certain people's behaviour and all these type of things, bruv. This is fucking not acceptable, bruv. Seriously, what I've got, like, fuck. Anyway, look. Is there anything that people need to know about?
Oh fuck! I'm looking at one now. I'm on a juice diet.
Yeah.
I'm on a juice diet. Big up Fruit Juicery. They're trying to hook man up. Get a couple of these pounds off.
Yeah.
It's getting tough, man. Shaking these pounds is harder than it used to be. Like it's get me like I'm looking at food right now and it's digested automatically via Bluetooth. Like my body's gone crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're helping me out. What else is there? I don't know. I feel like you got something there already in the chamber.
I actually don't, you know.
Big up Refresh Kicks as well, because they every time, you know, like with kicks, like you just end up, even if you haven't worn them much, you end up battering them.
Yeah.
And I always take it back. It's just down the road. It's in Grove, and they just pattern it. He just patterns up the shoe.
They're in Grove, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Refresh Kicks.
Refresh Kicks.
And he just patterns the kicks.
Okay.
Like gives it the new, like it's back to new.
Okay. All right. So now, have you got something?
Yeah. Podcast I did recently with George called Almost a Conversation.
Sick. Is it out?
Yeah, it's out now. Finally, took ages to make, but yeah, it's really actually quite sick. I was very skeptical because of who approached me to do it. I thought it was going to be a bit meh, but I was really, really, really impressed by the conversations that were had. So,
what type of conversations are they having?
So it's a 6-part series. Each episode is on a different kind of topic. So one is on black entrepreneurship and black owned businesses. One is on social media.
Right.
Just random topics like that, but really good, wholesome conversation, like proper good. Yeah.
All right, sick. Honourable shout out to them. Do you know what? I'm just probably gonna say Fez Mongal.
Again,
bucket.
Jesus.
Did I say them? Have I said them before?
No. But it feels like you mentioned them every episode. But carry on because their food is.
Yeah, go and get the Ross Clark chicken baity. Go and do that.
The wings are good. I can attest to that.
Because now you're too close. Now you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it now.
What's that?
The chicken baity.
Yeah, no, actually no, because I'm going to my pups and my dad's cooking still. I would have a tune for you, but I just don't even have a tune right now. I should put a link together, but yeah, if you're ever in Lambert Grove, go Fez Mongal. Tell them I sent you. Go and get the Ross Clark chicken baity, get wings, whatever. Do your thing. Go and get some halloumi and all of that. Thanks for listening, everyone. Yeah, nice.